What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Beyond the Gray Media. This is Josh here, checking in on you out there really quickly, YouTube. I did not have an agenda. I'm supposed to be watching some movies tonight, so I have some new stuff to review. But I feel like I've been a little bit light on the content for the last couple of weeks. It's Christmas time, and I went and I checked my YouTube Studio app today, and I have some good news. If you've been following along for the last 6 months, first of all, thank you so much. You've been listening to my dick and fart jokes and listening to me to say the F word endlessly, on and on, covering the most morose, heartless, just vile content out there. And you're still here. And so I appreciate every one of you out there. And today we have officially become fully monetized on my little app there. It says we're like 4,000, in 50 hours or something. So maybe by this weekend, unfortunately, if you don't have YouTube Premium, or if you just, you still want to watch my videos, you might have an ad on there. I don't know how it works. I don't know how many days it's going to take to totally catch up, because it's still like 4 or 5 days behind, I think. But that is so awesome. And so I was going to do something totally random, totally off the cuff. And what I've been doing this week, when it becomes Christmas time, I get like super nostalgic for things. And when I was growing up, there was nothing more important to me than video games and horror movies and just physical media, VHS tapes in general. And every year it was like my parents went out of their way to get us a couple of new games for my siblings. The first, probably when I was 6 or 7, we got the Nintendo. Then came the Genesis. Then came the 64 and the PlayStation, the PS2, right? Then I kind of grew out of it. But still, I've been watching a lot of content on YouTube about people just going to like retro cons, and just interviewing different shop owners. I'm on Whatnot a bunch, buying stuff from there. And so I've just been following people and listening to their stories and watching them share video games. And I was like, that's what I want to do tonight, is show off a couple complete in-box Nintendo, N64, Super Nintendo games really quickly. And then I got a small stack of movies we can get into. But really, this is just a PSA, a public service announcement that we officially become fully monetized. Dude, we can stop now. Holy shrub scoots, we don't got to do anything else. We can just be done. We made it. I wanted to give myself a year goal. Didn't think we could do it. Here we are. So really, seriously, in all honesty, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I love you guys. Let's do a little voiceover and check out some of these silly games I got. Hang on. Being a physical media head is not always movies, Blu-rays, VHS, 4K. It can be vinyl records. I have a ton. And then I also love to go out and collect vintage NES games, any sort of like video game that you can find complete in box. And this one here I bought, sight unseen. I just seen the box and I was like, I'm gonna buy this game. I've since played it a little bit. It's kind of fun, but I really just love the idea of the werewolf. The box was super cool, and it just kind of tickled my buyer's bone at only $25. I wish I had a great story of growing up with this game and like experiencing it and having like all this fun with it. But no, I was like, $25, maybe I can flip this, maybe it'll sit on the shelf, put it behind, protective seal, and just it's fine to play once in a while. It's not my favorite game, so sometimes you take a chance even on video games. So yeah, but for $25, what are you gonna do, right? I don't know what this thing's going for. But number 2, Rambo. I played the shit out of Rambo. I am a huge fan of the action series. John Rambo, right? An absolute legend. This box here is a little bit beat up. It's a little worse for wear. It does have some styrofoam down there in the bottom. It didn't come with the instruction booklet. I think I paid $20 for this thing. I mostly just wanted the box. There is something about packaging as a physical media fan, am I right? The packaging for Rambo, there's no way I was going to resist. Now, something like Super Mario 64, played the hell out of this game over and over, and I got this great deal. I think I paid $55 for this thing complete, and the box has a teeny little tear, you'll see right there, but my son had never played this game before, so putting this on the 64 and just letting him just kind of rip around through the worlds, just having an absolute blast, man. I played so much damn GoldenEye, the original Super Mario, Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey. I played endlessly on a loop. Cruising USA, Castlevania. I played so many N64 games, so whenever I can find these things, I'm always jumping on them. This one, I know that they probably just put that plastic on there, but the insert was in great shape. I'm sure that could have been, a reused insert, but it came with the little promotional booklet here. I believe I've also got the instruction manual. Super Mario 64. I mean, this game changed. It dude, I love Nintendo 64, and I was just super stoked to even get this thing. So yeah, for 55 bucks, I'm just kind of hanging on to these. Sometimes I'll go into, I got a bunch of little used places near me, and it's kind of cool to just go in there and see what they're offering right now. Look at ones on the shelf and kind of compare how yours looks, you know, and then maybe there's one day where they'll just make an offer for you and you can get, they've got something, you know, on 4K, or they got some crazy VHS or something in the back that you just gotta have. So I keep them around. Simon's Quest is my favorite video game of all time, and it's not even close. This game had such an amazing impact on me growing up. It was kind of like my first foray into any sort of, you know, horror games, really. And the puzzle element, and I know this is way different from the first Castlevania or even Castlevania 3, but there's something about the, you know, the platforming, the side-scrolling, kind of going through Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. The music alone changed my life. It was like, I'm obsessed with Castlevania. If you look at the end of my videos, there's always a little shout out to Castlevania in there. It's kind of like who I am. It's a big part of my life. This is, you know, an aftermarket case that I think I got this on Etsy when I bought this game. But this is the original booklet though, and it's pretty sick. But yeah, these cases, you can sometimes get these for like 15 bucks. They do a great job. They're super sturdy. You can kind of like open them up. And then right here we've got, you know, another amazing game. Now, when all your friends are dead, right? Friday the 13th on NES. This and A Nightmare on Elm Street. I used to walk by these titles in the video game store and get nervous, get a little, like, they were intimidating, they were scary. I wasn't able to rent the movies yet because this came out, what was this, like 85, 86, something like that? So when I was walking through the video game stores when I was probably 5 or 6, early 90s, this game freaked me out. I don't have anything else with this one, unfortunately, but it's another one of those hard shell plastic boots. And, you know, the game plays really well. It's in great shape. I want to get it complete in box, but they're kind of expensive still. Friday the 13th, you know, the name holds up forever. I'm a huge fan. I got to get Nightmare on Elm Street, but I might have to kind of go aftermarket like I did with this one here. And then one of my favorite Sega games of all time is Street Fighter 2. This is one of this is the Special Championship Edition. This game changed my life. This was the first time like I remember playing this game with my little brother, and I was listening to like Metallica or something when I was a little kid. I had it on tape, and it was the first time I got using profanity. I think I said "God damn it" or something when I lost a round to my little brother, and I was so mad. I was like being Guile and he was being Blanca, and just killing me with it. So it's kind of cool to have this one on there as well. And I know this is cheap. It's pretty common. Everybody's got it, but I love Street Fighter 2. I love the Sega. You know, next to 64, I never had a Super Nintendo, so Sega was a super big part of my life. I love Sega. I mean, I can talk about retro games all damn day. I usually don't though, but this week I was like, you know what? Let's do something different. And then just randomly, since I got you here, some other physical media things I picked up during Black Friday when everything was kind of on sale was, we talked about it, the Terminator. I think my favorite James Cameron film, Terminator and Terminator 2. I did pick up Oddity. I really like this film. Has one of the strongest openings of the year, you know, in the horror genre especially, and then it does kind of lose its way. I know a lot of people were kind of disappointed, but I still really liked Oddity. I'm saying this is still like a 7 out of 10 for just the uniqueness. I love this director. I love Caveat. Big fan of Oddity. Also picked up, I did not own Return of the Living Dead Part 2 on Blu-ray. I think I have it on DVD and VHS, so I upgraded. I'm working on a review for it right now, but this, spoiler, I think that this is better than the original Return of the Living Dead. This is actually my preferred version, and I also like Return of the Living Dead Part 3 a lot. But this is a banger title, and it looks amazing. It's got great special features. Scream Factory, of course, kills it with that 2K scan. I don't know if we ever talked about Gladiator. You know, this thing's heavy as shit. This steelbook, it's got the stupid poster inside, right? It looks incredible. It sounds incredible. I've heard that the new movie is not the greatest, but still, I was picking up everything. Picked up Apollo 13. I love anything that has to do with space as well, and I love Tom Hanks, and I love Gary Sinise. I love Kevin Bacon, right? I love them all. I love Apollo 13. And then I picked up The Firm on 4K. This still had a slip because apparently people don't know this is Tom Cruise's best movie. So, you know, The Firm is out there still right now. I feel like I paid $12 for this on Black Friday, and then I picked this up for $18. I don't know any 4K comedies. I don't think I've got like, or maybe I do. I think I have Major League, maybe Caddyshack, and I have I have a few. But this is from 88 Films, and it is just loaded to the gills with bonus features. I have not watched it yet, but 88 kills it. That's like my favorite version of Cannibal Holocaust. And then this thing from Unearthed Films. If you know, you know. Hate crime. That's kind of what I'm doing tonight, is I'm buying some time before I have to write the review for this film, because I don't know how to describe it, and I don't know what to say about it. And I don't know what will even get passed. So tonight we're just celebrating with some random physical media that I picked up, and a couple of video games that I really, that I just had on the shelf that people asked me about. So thank you so much for the 4,000 watch hours. I appreciate it. If you want to see more from me, there's going to be more horror reviews coming this week. Like, comment, subscribe, talk some shit down there. Anybody want to buy? I bought this. I'm not going to tell you what I paid for it because I'm trying to flip it, but Mario's Time Machine, right? Dude, I thought my son would like it because it's an educational game. It doesn't have anything really to do with the franchise. You get to play as the characters, go back in time and learn some stupid shit that nobody really cares. I shouldn't say that. I love history, but this thing is in great condition, right? It's got all of the inserts and everything. It's just stupid. And I own it, but people were asking about it. So there you go. Those are some complete in-box games that I got. Love you guys. Take care.